nobody fucking with my.
Welcome back to CrossFit I'm Jackie, we're in Richmond, Virginia, and today we're gonna do some handstand walks with Alicia. Say hi.
Hey cool. Guys.
So first thing we're gonna start on is proper handstand position. So just like on the wall or in a handstand push-up, that's super important. So thing you wanna remember is that hollow body position. So shoulders in your ears, bringing your hips or your ribs under, squeezing your core. So you wanna lift your arms up. Make sure your shoulders are in your ear, you're bringing your rib cage under like that and squeezing your core. And again, you're squeezing everything, your glutes, your legs, everything's stuck together. And when you're in a handstand, another thing to remember is your head position. So you don't want to break here with your spine. You want to be able to see your hands, but just with your eyes. So you just want to look up. And look up towards your hands, and as soon as you can see your hands, that's where your head should be. So you want to break because that's bad body position. So that's the position you want to be in a handstand for walking or just kicking up to a freestanding handstand. All right, next we're going to talk about your hand positions for walking. So there's some progressions that we can do starting with the wall, moving off the wall. So Alicia's going to kick up to a handstand, and we're just going to shift her shoulders, lifting her hands slightly off the ground. So she's just shoulder tapping, just slightly lifting her hands because you don't want a big motion here, you just want a slight movement of your hands. So once you feel comfortable doing that, you're then gonna move off the wall into like a freestanding handstand and doing the same thing. Just a subtle lift of your hands, using your shoulders. There you go. And she's already walking. So now, after you've mastered that, you can kind of start walking from there, but you want to make sure you're in a good body position again. So not just that hollow, but where your feet are is where you're going to go. So if your feet are behind you, you're not going to be able to walk forward. You want your feet slightly ahead, but you don't want to bend your legs and like get all loose and weird. You want to make sure your body's in a good position and your feet are just slightly ahead. It doesn't need to be a huge gap. So just kick up to a handstand. So this is a good handstand right here for freestanding. You want your feet slightly ahead right there, and that's where you're gonna start moving. So as you can see, it's not that far. It's just a little slight forward motion with your feet. And that's it. Now we can start walking. All right, so Alicia's gonna practice a handstand walk, and I'm just gonna call out body position and show you what good examples are, and then if her body starts getting weird, where you shouldn't be doing certain things. So Alicia can kick up. So right now she's in a good body position. Her feet are slightly ahead. She's keeping a good hollow body, nice even, slow steps. And she's just trucking along, keeping her body position good. Awesome. And bailed out, great. So now we're going to talk about bailing out of a handstand or a handstand walk. So this is the part that freaks everybody out, especially for a beginner, is they're usually nervous about doing a handstand or walking on their hands because they think that they're going to kill themselves. They're going to flop over, they're going to hurt themselves. But there's safe ways to get out of a handstand. So we're going to talk about forward roll out of a handstand and then also kicking out of a handstand. So Alicia's going to demonstrate just a regular forward roll for a good progression to do. So she's going to start with her hands on the ground, she's going to tuck her head and then push off of her feet and into a roll. Most of you probably can do this. And then you can do this on a gymnastics mat, and then when you feel comfortable, do it on the floor. Another bailout method is to kick out to the side, and this is really common with gymnasts or people that are more comfortable doing a handstand. So basically she's just going to kick up to a handstand. When she starts feeling like she's going to fall forward, she just turns to the side and kicks out to the side. So left or right depending on your whatever's better for you. So go ahead and kick up. So she feels like she's going to kick, she just kicks off to the side. And that's more of a natural reaction rather than the forward roll, but a lot of people don't feel comfortable doing that, so forward roll is good for beginners. So that's pretty much it. I'm Jackie again, we're CrossFit RVA. This is Alicia, and thanks for joining us.